All right, welcome. It looks like the patch went through. I hope. Can't say that for, I mean, it does say on my version number, does say 1.1, so I'm hoping that that's correct. All right, so we're going to test that theory right now. Where we at? We're right here. We got one map. Oh, I pulled that. That's all right. I forgot I had that on me. All right, let's go. Let's go see how bad it's going to hurt. Most interesting thing I want to see is, do I get to keep the portals when I die? If I die? We don't want to die, but that's probably a dream. So we did create a monk yesterday, and he's a lot of fun, but he's only a level 7. But we did that because I didn't want to keep burning through maps until they fixed it. Well, you're standing in something, Roy. A lot of poison going on here. I think I'm wearing a chaos charm and not here. Let's check. Dude, I kept it on me. There it is. Let's switch. Oh no, it's a gold one. Why am I wearing that? Oh, because I'm low there. Now we gotta get the charge before it's...
Wall of Fate.
Cannon and poison. What's up, Heartless Shadow? Good to see you. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you.
I need more time.
Whoa, okay. All right, I got you. All right, well, that's a good test right now. We're going to see if the patch is working. Let's go see. And it is not. You still lose all your portals. So, all right. Patch is not either active or they didn't fix that, which is very weird because my version number says I am the patch. Oh, that blows so bad. All right, well, that's our deciding factor of what we're going to do today, though, because that's what I wanted to test and see if that was fixed or not. Obviously, that's a not. T4 you can usually buy from, you can buy them right here. From who? It's not you, it's, where are you?
Yes.
Right here. There's a 4. If you buy them from Doriana's got them. Doriana's just got 1 4s, just 4 and 1s. which sucks. Oh, he never has any for you.
Hello.
Well, apparently, so we're gonna exit back to the character select because I'm not gonna burn through maps if they didn't fix that. I can tell you right now. All right, so if we go all the way back, doesn't show the version number here. It shows it if you go, where is it? I have to go back even one more step. Right here. 1.01.1. 1.1 patch notes. Well, this is 1.1 that I'm running. And I can tell you now, oops, there is nothing in, that opens up on another screen for me. Sorry about that. Let me close that. I can tell you now that that's not fixed. They put save points in maps. What does that mean? Save points. I thought it was supposed to be if you died, you lost one portal. I thought that's what they were talking about they were going to do. In fact, that's what we were talking about yesterday on the stream. Was it sounded like that's what they were going to do. How did that not happen? Because I just died and just lost every portal. So I'm going, well, what's the point of that? Teleport points. Oh, I did read something about teleport points. I thought it was still though. I guess I did not understand it because we just went in and did the map and we lost all 6 portals. All 6. Bam, 1 death. And I'm like, well, how is that any different? Well, for you, the update is 012. What? Let's go look. So for me, it's 0.11, and it says right here 0.11 patch notes. Oh, you're on PS5. Oh, okay. I follow you. I follow you. Good morning, Barbarian. Well, that's disappointing if that was their fix for the maps, because that's still, in my opinion, the same problem. And honestly, it makes me not want to do them. And I get maybe it's just because I'm an old PoE 1 guy, but to me, that's bullshit. That happening is total bullshit. I don't like it. I think it's just wrong. But what's the point of giving a person 6 portals then? I mean, is anybody actually picking up that much gear in a map that they've got to use 6 portals to go in and out? I mean, I'm sorry, that just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I want it to be the PoE 1 way, where you die, you lose a portal. That's just ridiculous. So that makes me not want to play maps right now until they get that shit figured out. Because if that's the way they did it, that I think they're going to see even more complaints. If it's teleport points, which I don't even understand what the hell that is. That's very disappointing. The maps are better with loot now. I got 4 uniques in 1 map. Well, man, I was getting good gear yesterday. I mean, MMO Nerd actually made the comment of, wow, great drops going on. And it was. But my complaint is, I mean, I'm sorry, but my complaint is I use a map, I get 6 portals, I die with some weird ass thing that, I mean, I don't know. Some weird reason that makes no sense a lot of times. Let's see, I have a 4. We could go run that, but I actually need 3s. And it's like ridiculous. All right, so let's fix that up real quick here. That and not being able to change the ruins, which now you can. This was my other big, huge complaint in the game that was going on. I just thought, why? And actually, I should fix that right now. So let's do that. Let's test that. All right, well, that worked. So that's one of the big complaints that I had in the game. That's awesome to see that fixed. Now it's much easier to get your resistances. Chaos is still ungodly low for me. We're gonna have to fix that. Council players have loot filtering now. That's awesome. Well, we'll go see, because yesterday we were getting some great drops. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, it's just stupid that they would have. Okay, maybe. Where am I trying to go here? No, we're trying to go there. That's why. I think it's stupid that they give you 6 portals. You die once and you're done. It's. Yeah, it just makes it not a very fun occurrence.
You will burn.
It does suck, because all it takes is one mistake by you or one of these unexplained weird ass things where you're getting one shot for who knows what reason. Sometimes, and it happens more than you think. But it's still, you lose every portal, and I just really it really rakes my craw wrong, and I just don't get it. I don't like it.
I need more time.
So now that I created a monk, I'm gonna grab some stupid stuff for him. Quarter staffs. Over here.
Yeah. Come.
So when you see me run in a really weird direction that makes no sense, because I'm watching one of my chat screens. That's why I die. A lot of times that is, I ain't gonna lie, that is a reason, and it sucks. And that's why losing maps sucks. There we go, I need that, but that's a 4, actually. But because we're running a 4. Poison.
I need more time. Out of mana.
Oh. Oh, you hit hard, huh? That sucks, see? I found the corpse weight boots you were looking for. Oh, that's awesome. I know you were looking for those. Now, see, that's what blows is lost a map. All portals are gone. What the fudge is these teleport points about? I have no freaking clue. I mean, that's just the dumbest thing ever right there. I don't get it. Oh my gosh. Well, it really makes me not want to do maps, honestly. I mean, we did get another map drop, but to be honest with you, for me, that's not very fun. It's like, well, then what's the point of me coming in here? I'm not playing hardcore. Okay, if I wanted to play hardcore, I would have chose a hardcore character. To me, this is just stupid. You give me 6 portals, I die, I lose all. Well, what's the point? Why didn't you give me 6? Why don't you just give me 3? Because that's probably the most anybody's ever going to need if they're just grabbing gear and coming back, grabbing gear and coming back. I don't know. It's just, that irks me right there. I get why now. I was reading for quite a bit and I didn't understand it because I wasn't doing maps at that time. But now I get why so many people are leaving because of this facet of the game right here. I get it. Because that is kind of sucky. It made me go and create an alt yesterday because I didn't want to do this. So here it is back to the same way after the patch. I kind of feel like, Yeah, I think the teleport points, what they're talking about is the checkpoints inside maps that are now supposed to be there, because I was saying that the same. I was also saying that they needed to have checkpoints in the map, because I'm all the way across the map and the boss appears all the way over there. I should be able to just check. There should be checkpoints that then I can at least get to him, you know, in a snap. But this part here where the portals all disappear, I thought this was the big fix that everybody was waiting for. So I'm super disappointed. This is exactly what we were talking about yesterday, was this. So that's very disappointing. I wonder if MMO Nerd has seen that yet. And Faulty, I wonder if they've seen that yet. That sucks. It sucks so bad that I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm just not. I can tell you now. And if that doesn't change, I won't do it. It'll be enough for me to leave the game for sure, because it's just not very fun. And again, like I said, if I wanted to play a hardcore character, I would have played a hardcore character. That's hardcore. That's stupid. And it wouldn't be considered that, except for the maps are so freaking hard to get. So it's kind of like inexpensive. So it's like, yeah, I think we'll stop. Okay, so let's go forward with this little guy. He's been interesting. Mudburrow, we haven't done. We did everything. Cemetery of the Eternals, we got to that waypoint, but we have to do this stupid boss in here, I remember. You made a monk too? Yeah, I'm not going to do maps. I'm not going to do them until they need to do something with that problem, in my opinion. And if they don't want to, then I'm going to not play the game. I could say I'd go back to PoE 1, which is probably going to lose support here in the near future once this gets finished. But anyway, it is what it is. I like this monk. This monk has been fun. It's been fun. I mean, way different than my sorceress, which I enjoy. Sorceress sometimes can get pretty repetitive, to be honest. I guess is the word I should look for. There's something right over here I'm supposed to do. That's weird. I'm not really sure I like the way that locust works, but I mean, when it does work, it works great. I've noticed, but it's hard to build the build the charges up using this because a lot of times by the time you do that, they're dead right there. By the time you do that, they're dead. So it's like, okay, you can't really, it's hard to build. Now, I'm sure as you come across more powerful people, it'll be different, but I haven't seen that yet. He's been pretty simple, this dude. Okay, what do we got going on here?
Twisted nightmare.
Come on. Bring your little butt up from the ground. I thought you were already going to be there. I knew that was happening.
The tail.
There you go.
Nightmares have no power against the light.
I like this dude, man. He's actually been pretty good. Yeah, it's fun, actually. So, MMO Nerd, you see the patch today, right? It's happened. And waypoints disappear. I just tested it. I'm like, what the fudge? I want that for sure. I'm like, well, what's the point of that then? Well, what was the point of the patch at all? I mean, I don't know, bro. It's so frustrating to me that that's if that's what's gonna happen, because to me that's just, I'm like, you know, that's enough to chase me away from the game probably, because I like the PoE way, PoE one way. I am really not happy about that. To me, that's just ridiculous. If you're gonna do it that way, you need to increase the drop rate of maps like tenfold. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it. Feels kind of scammy to me. I'll tell you why. It feels kind of like pay to win a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Because go to all the sites, and guess what's selling like crazy is map waystones. Like crazy. And I'm like going, oh, okay, now I see why the drops are so low. And then, but then the next step you have to do is you got to go and see who is the owner of those sites, who has ownership in those sites. And there's a gentleman there that has 7.75% of GGG stock. So I'm just saying, and you can look his name up just like I did, and you'll see it, you know, and it's like, why? Why is that? I mean, it's a smart thing to do. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm surprised Diablo hasn't done it in other, you know, places, but yeah. All right, well, so then maybe what I should do is go back and run level 1 maps, and get more map drops, because I'm telling you, I ain't buying freaking maps. I'm like, I just ain't. And if that's what they want me to do, well, we're probably gonna have to part our ways.
Sorry, these are just some odds and ends of mine. It's beautiful. I accept. I will treasure it.
Luckily, I like this monk, and this has been super enjoyable to play. But honestly, if GGG's thoughts on PoE2 are to always remove the portals, then honestly, I probably won't do maps anymore. I mean, it's just, to me, it's not very fun. I don't understand why you're giving me 6 portals to begin with. So yeah, we'll see. We'll wait and see what happens. I'm actually amazed, because I thought we all believed that was what we were talking about, and to see how that could even be misconstrued is like really weird. Well, maybe that's what it is with the employees, so that could be too. Because I've always been surprised of why is Diablo. Because even back in PoE 1, I knew that there were people that were part of at least stock ownership of GGG that were involved in mat selling and some other things that their names were registered too, and it was, once you did research, it was actually a well-known fact, I guess, that I just didn't know at the time. So yeah. This character's been really fun though. So honestly, okay, so maybe that's the reason, MMO Nerd, because that was the question I was asking before, is why are they giving you 6 portals? Who is running in and out of the maps that many times that they need to use 6 portals? And you're saying you are? Because then it would explain it to me, because I'm asking the question of why are you giving us 6 portals? Who's running in and out of the maps that many times? And maybe that is happening. Okay, well then I'm wrong. I just, yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to really probably rethink how much I want to play PoE 2 on some aspects, because there's just a lot of things that I don't like about the game. And some of them they corrected. One of them was the ruin system. I mean, that got fixed. I mean, they're still worthless. They're really not very good, but they are good for resistance, resistance, you know, getting your resistance to where they need to be. They are good for that. And they weren't any good for it before because you couldn't change them out without breaking the gear. Now, with the fact that you can change them out, they're super helpful on getting your resistance system where they need to be. But the whole map thing is not something I like. So, okay, I guess I'm done here. Yeah, okay. There we go. Go. A lot more rare monsters. Oh, wow, that's a lot of maps dropping. Well, that's my other point is if they don't increase the amount of maps dropping and they leave it as you die, you lose all portals, then it sucks. But if they increase the amount of maps that drop, then it's not a big deal because then you're flowing in maps anyway. It's just like the whole thing about, oh yeah, you can change ruins, but you have to break the ruin that was in there. Well, who cares? They're giving you so many ruins. That's, well, who has a shortage of ruins? If they would do that exact same theory with maps, I'd be happy. Okay, that would change my view for sure.
If you find a fight out there, don't bring it back.
This monk luckily has been fun, but now you're making me think maybe I should switch over back to my sorceress and go run. And actually I think that's what we'll do, because I can always come back to this dude, and this dude's a blast. He's just a blast. That's a better one right there. Oh, I didn't want to do this either.
Finn makes fun of my collection. Oh, I like this one.
Okay, let's go back to my sorceress and let's do that. Okay. All right, so let's go back to this character. Let's go see something. Let's go do something different, like I was gonna grab that for my monk, but well, we'll just stick it in there for now. I don't care about it really. Okay, so we got a 4. I need 3s, which we don't have. I have a 1, I have a 2. Let's go run this 2. All right, let's go run this 2. I need 3s, but we're gonna go do a 2 just to make me happy here. Let's go see. All right, let's go find out.
Desert fire!
Uh-huh. Throwing that stupid crap on me. Yeah, I gotta say, I was super disappointed not to see that the portal disappeared still. I was like, why is the point of doing anything then? But hey, let's see if they drop more maps. I don't care what level of maps, just drop more maps. That's what I'm looking for right now. Is if you're gonna leave it that way where the portals are gonna disappear, then I expect way more map drops. And so far we've seen one, so I'm already kind of like going, oh yeah, really? That's better? How is that better? Let's see. I hope it's gonna be better. But it's such a random thing, I think. I really do. I think it's it blows because I think if they don't do that, they're really chasing people away. That's why so many people. Now it makes sense to me now. When I read all the complaints, I didn't really understand it until now, actually being part of it and going, yeah, that's bullshit, people. All right, so like that's a good drop right there. And yeah, a lot more yellows and things of that nature, but checkpoints, that was something that I was complaining about. I'll give them big kudos for that. I was complaining about it for sure, no doubt. Oh no. How are you hit hard? Breaches were nerfed.
You will burn.
I see a lot of chaos damage here. See, I can't refuel the well, so fucked. All right. At what point do you ever reach where you can wear 2 charms on your belt? I've never seen it. Probably just an early release thing that. Wow. It hurt.
Need mana. Wall of flame.
Ooh, jeez Louise. Ah, we gotta get out of there, bro. That's just too much. What? You have 3 on your belt. Really? Okay. That's good to know. So there it is. Even that is like oh, it's a perk on your belt, 2 charm slots. Yeah, I've got one. I haven't seen any 2 charm slot belts. Interesting. Okay, so this is just not gonna be something that we're gonna enjoy doing, I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now that we're not going to be doing maps. I mean, it was 1 map drop, and it's like, there it is right there. I already had that one. And it's a tier 1 map anyway. I mean, I gotta tell you, that's enough to probably chase me away from the game, honestly. Now I understand why this has been a reason so many people have left the game. Because it's that way for me too, honestly. It's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No. Still, in my opinion, in just that little bit of running right there where I did, if you're gonna take all my portals away, you should have given me at least 3 maps right there. I mean, it's just, that's not gonna work for me. So we are going to go back, but this makes it kind of cut and dry for me that I'll probably be going to Diablo 4 probably longer than I had planned, because I really like PoE 1 maps. I like what they did here. I like what they're trying to do, but the whole give me 6 portals and take 6 portals away when I die, not gonna do it. I'm like, nope. I mean, either that or you better just start mailing me maps, because I ain't gonna go and farm freaking maps and go pay your ungodly price to buy maps. Sorry, it's not. That is a showstopper for me until they get it figured out, and they will, because I'm not the only one complaining about that. I didn't understand it, honestly, when people were saying it in the forums and in Steam and everywhere, but now doing it, I understand exactly what they're talking about. And it's just like you saying you need 4 maps and you don't have any 4 maps. Well, it's just, that's just stupid. It's just stupid. I'm like, sorry, but I can't do that. I just can't. All right, so the mud burrow's done. What do we have to do here now? Luckily, I like playing this monk, but on Tuesday when Diablo's out, I won't be coming back to this game unless end map is changed. I mean, I just won't. I mean, and I'll watch very closely on the patch and all the updates, but yeah, it's enough for me to say, yeah, that's not fun for me. I don't want to do that. So I get it. I understand now why people were leaving. They weren't leaving because it was too hard. They were leaving because it's stupid. I mean, I said, okay, I died. Give me a second try at the map. Don't just take everything away. That's just dumb. So yeah, I get it. I understand where they're coming from now for sure. Okay, this guy is still kind of... Oh, we didn't do... Yeah, we gotta go back. Let's do this. Which one was it? This one. Got a bazillion of these, and since I may not be doing much of this game much longer, it's like, let's go ahead and use them. The hell with it. I ain't gonna put all of them in that. Okay. Where you at?
Yes. Finn makes fun of my... It's beautiful. I accept.
What did we skip here? We did this witch hut. That must be a freaking bug too. Because we did it. We did the Rust King. Oh, see, now they're putting X's on it. That's a little nicer too. I like that. That was a good change. We did the Bramblegast. You were on D4 this morning. Yeah, season 7 starts Tuesday, but I don't know what time the patch is going to come out. We did the Forgotten Witch. Nothing there. You never know what time that patch is going to hit. I mean, if it hits 11 Eastern, see, I start my stream usually by 11, usually earlier than that, actually. And so I'm right in the middle of the stream, and next thing you know, I'll start having issues because they'll do the patch at, my time is, if it's 11, if they do it 11 Pacific, then what, 2 o'clock here. So usually my stream is just about getting done. Yeah, I know there's no end game, but in my opinion right now, honestly, PoE 2 has no end game for me. I mean, I can tell you now that this end game here, maps, to me, it's just, that's stupid. Oh, I'm sure they were laughing at him. I mean, everybody, I laugh at Blizzard. I do, but I've gone as far as I want to go in this game if the maps remain the way they are. And so that's just the way it is. And luckily I like playing this monk, but he's not something that I'm going to come back to knowing that I'm going to still reach the same end game that is not fun. So that's my point right now with PoE 2 is the maps are not fun. They're just not fun. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. I do understand now why that one area has chased so many people away from the game. And now it makes sense to me. It didn't make sense to me before until now that I've done it and I'm going, yep. That's just stupid. I mean, they should have maps dropping all over the world if it's going to be, you got one try and you lose, that's it. So for me, but. And for you, it was easier. See, I don't understand, though, how, because they didn't really do any change. I mean, I don't get it. But, I mean, that's cool. I'm glad. But the only change really is checkpoints, traveling to checkpoint. You die less. That's, see, and I die the same, exactly the same. And in a lot of cases, unexplainable deaths. They fixed minions, sort of. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. I won't be doing it again. Oh, I got swarmed over and over and over just there in that one map and died. That's what killed me. I just had a million things just dive on me and beat me to death. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do maps anymore. That's just, I'm not gonna do it. So I pretty much know that means I won't be doing the game much longer because maps, without that, there's no end game content in this game right now either. And that's okay. It was still enjoyable. I still got my $30 worth out of it for sure. But I'm not gonna play under those type of rules. To me, that just makes the game no fun. Hey, Stanley, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, my sorceress dies. If my sorceress gets swarmed on, there's not a whole lot I can do but run. And yeah, it's, which I don't mind. And exactly, sometimes it's, and oftentimes you guys hear me say, oh, that was me. I died because of me. But oftentimes it's like, how did it happen? Didn't see it. Nobody's seen it. We're all asking how it happened. It makes you wonder. And I'm just like, get some life back there, buddy. Phew. Okay, there's one. $11 minions. Yeah, I only got 2 minions with my sorceress, which I did add the minions and it did help a lot. But just honestly, I just don't like the whole change. And again, maybe it's just because I'm a spoiled PoE 1 player that really liked the fact that you lost 1 orb every time you died, you know? And eventually, if you couldn't correct your mistake and stop dying, that was it. You would lose all of your portals and done. And I really like that method. It really made you fix your shit, but I don't know. I don't like any of that.
Our victory is never complete, so long as the Ezelites resist us. Let this blade erase their stain on the earth.
It's okay. I will have to wait and see. I personally believe they're gonna have to do something because it's the #1 thing when you check the complaints and why people are leaving the game is because of the way maps are functioning right now. And I guess they missed it. I think we all thought that was going to get fixed. And I think I thought that's what I heard, but apparently not. So it's very interesting. Oh, good one. Where are you? Froze me right when I tried to freeze you too. Almost ready to level. Oh, I agree. I think a lot of people leave because of that, but I can tell you that if you go and read the reviews, you're going to see a lot of people complaining about maps. In fact, they gave the whole game a negative review because of maps. And I didn't understand it when I read it, but now after playing it and doing maps, I'm like, because I wasn't doing maps at the time that I initially read it. And now after doing it, I'm going, oh yeah, okay, I understand the complaint now. This is kind of ridiculous. And like I said, it would not be an issue if there were 1 million maps, but the problem is there's not, and maps are expensive, and you've kind of made it where it's a chore, it's not fun, and it's like, okay. Playing this monk, luckily for because this is fun, or I would have probably already left, to be honest with you, after seeing that. With having the experience with maps has been very negative for me, honestly. And again, I know it's probably just because I'm a spoiled brat and, you know, got used to the PoE one way, but and so be it, because that's the way I feel about it.
My beloved son, your death shall be avenged, even if it takes 1,000 years.
I don't know. I mean, my Sorceress is a crazy build, don't get me wrong, and it's not a build that I can say is a great build at all, but I can say that some examples of the deaths, it was not me. Again, I don't care. It just doesn't matter. I should lose every portal with one death. I just hate it. And I'm like, if that's the case, I don't even want to go do it, because it's like, it's not fun. Now I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I look at it like this. I am not playing hardcore for a reason. And it's like, when you do that, it makes me feel like I'm playing hardcore, even though it really, but I don't know. I don't like it at all. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Quit running.
Meet the dreamer. I have no room for that.
Okay. My gear is basically, my bags are full. So. I'm just gonna sell all this stupid stuff anyway.
Yes. Finn makes fun of my collect. I will treasure it. Bye.
All right, so let's go back, I guess, right? There's a lot of things that in PoE 2 have been very difficult for me to get used to. I mean, and I've been pretty open about most of them. And, you know, they did fix the ruin thing. I think that's an awesome fix. But I still think there's a lot of, and one of them, you know, I'm just going to say, I think his maps is an issue. But I think there's a few other issues too. I don't like that I feel throttled. I mean, I really do. I feel very throttled in this game compared to PoE 1. I feel like they're controlling me on certain aspects that I don't think they should. And one of them is gems. You know, I think that locking gems behind levels suck. I don't like it, but it is what it is, you know. So we have, where are you? One there and one there. Let's go to this one over here first. Me personally, if I decide that, you know what, I'm not going to do PoE 2, I will still not just do Diablo 4 because Diablo 4 is just too easy and too boring. I will find something else to play, because I don't. I mean, right now, honestly, I don't know how else to say it. I hate the way the maps are right now. I don't even have any other excuse except for the fact that I want the way PoE 1 was, and it's not, and I don't like the way it is now, and it's enough for me to say this is stupid. Oh, so yeah, these are the guys that put that junk on the floor, I see. And when you're melee, you gotta kind of stand in it to do your damage, huh? Mm-hmm. That kind of sucks. I think that Sorceress is good, and I think that I'm playing a build that has been very fun and has allowed me to experiment and do stupid shit. So don't get me wrong. I know my build is really messed, but shouldn't that be part of the fun of the game? I mean, that to me is the most fun of the whole game. And if you kind of take that away by making it where you have to have a killer builder, you can't even do a map, then it's stupid. If you gave me 6 portals like in PoE 1, I guarantee you those maps I would be getting through. It may take me 3 tries, but I guarantee you I would get through those. When you take that opportunity away and you make it where, well, if you want to don't die and you actually want to progress in maps, you have to use one of 3 builds. That to me sucks. And that kind of feels like what's happening right now in it, and I don't like it. It's like, if I have one opportunity, that's it. Now it makes sense why every single person in the world is using the same freaking builds. The same half a dozen, maybe not even that many builds to survive. So I don't like it. To me, that takes the fun away a lot. It's too bad because even like this monk is really a blast. And I guarantee you, I could do some really fun builds with this thing that would be a blast, but they're not going to be cookie cutter builds. And it sounds like that it's a waste of my time. Good luck surviving any map. Yeah, I don't know. And I feel kind of like I'm being a baby because I came from PoE 1. I got used to PoE 1, but I mean, hey, it's me. I ain't gonna lie. It's just how I feel about it. I've never been a guy that used cookie cutter builds, really. I mean, I've kind of pretty much always. We did do one season, I think, in Diablo 4 that we did all cookie cutter builds, but in PoE 1, never, and most of the time, never. But I feel like that's kind of what you're being forced to do in this game right now. I don't know, man. I mean, I've done some pretty shitty builds in Diablo 4 and killed boss. I even did builds that I thought Maybe that's the wrong word. I shouldn't use the. We're gonna die here. I'm not paying attention. We're not gonna get. I shouldn't use the word shitty builds. I mean, and the same in PoE1. They weren't shitty builds, but they were odd builds that when you looked at it, it probably shouldn't have been working, and it was working. You know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Ow. I think that, let me say it this way. Let me put it this way. My sorceress, if I redid it, respect it to a cookie cutter off the internet build, it would probably fly through maps. So, I mean, yeah, your point of it has to be a good build is true. But it means, again, I think it now means that you can only play these builds or forget it. And that's not how, I don't remember. That's not how it should be. I mean, like my sorcerer's build is crazy, but it's not bad. And if I had, instead of just one try on a map, if I had it the PoE one way where I had 6 tries, it would, yeah, maps would be significantly easier. But all that means is you're still going to eventually hit a plateau where I can't go any further without, but that plateau is going to continue to get raised because as I do higher maps, I'm getting the gear. It's just, I don't know. I don't like the way it is, but it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I ain't gonna lie. And I like D4. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that either. I like Diablo 4. It may be it may not have end game content. It may be screwed up in a lot of ways, which I verbally have exposed over and over and over. But I like it. It's simple. It's very simple. I can burn through that content pretty quickly and enjoy myself while I do it. This game too, don't get me wrong. This has been like this monk right here, very enjoyable. But when you know that the end game now is kind of shitty, I hate to say it, for me only, that's me. You know, if I believe that it's not what I want to do, then there's no point in leveling this character. And even in PoE1, I mean, you've heard me say it before, and I said it when I was streaming it. I got very bored doing maps, and I would often go and just do mining like crazy for a week, or I would go do heist, you know, for a week, and then I would go back to maps. But yeah, with PoE1, it wasn't that I disliked the maps, it was just that I got bored doing them. Here, I totally dislike it. I ain't gonna lie, I totally hate it. It just makes me not even want to go and do it. Come on. I know I'm probably not ready for this dude, but we're trying to blaze through this content.
Your soul will join my steeple of death. Rent your soul. These spirits are mine.
Nope.
Rent your soul.
Jeez, please. You hurt.
My beloved Asinia, cut down. Rent your soul.
Run, homie, run.
Your intrusion will be punished.
Dead.
My beloved Asinia. My beloved Asinia.
Yeah, I mean, PoE 1 had some issues too. I will agree with that, but you know, I liked it better than this. I mean, I like the bosses better here, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just maybe just because I played it long enough that it kind of grew on me. But there's certain elements of PoE 2 that I think they dumbed down too hard, and then there's certain elements like maps that I think they've made it where it's not enjoyable. It's just not very fun. Now, again, I could easily go and take that sorceress and go make a cookie cutter build, and I would probably be a T, you know, probably be levels 8, 9, you know, maps, probably pretty easily if I did it that way. But gosh darn, man, how is that fun? I mean, my build isn't bad. My build is a smart build for a sorceress. It's just absolutely not going full bore on some glitch and some other bullshit stuff that goes on with lightning. And I mean, I don't know. Yeah, there's probably a half a dozen builds for my sorceress that if I would change to, it would be fine. But again, that's not me, and to me that's not very fun. If I have to do these specific builds, not very fun. Even me doing this right here, this monk, just following the build that I'm doing, because I said I was just going to do a cookie cutter build, and that has not been very fun for me. It has not been very fun, honestly. I feel like that I'm losing the fun of following that build, and I should ignore it and just do what I want. But I'm kind of at the point now where I'm thinking this is probably gonna be enough for me for PoE 2 for a while. I am very dissatisfied with that aspect, honestly. I ain't gonna lie, it really just irks me to death.
You will have eternity to regret your intrusion here. I will end your meaningless life. Cut down. The spirits yearn. I will end your meaningless life. My beloved Asinia. Cut down.
And now you're gonna cheat and bring your little bitch in here.
Your soul is mine.
Come on, bet.
I will end your meaningless life.
That hurt.
Cut down.
That hurt too.
Succumb to the Empire.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
These spirits are mine. Your intrusion will be punished. Asinia.
Ow.
Join me. I will end your meaningless life.
Run, homie, run.
Your intrusion will be
Ow,
punished.
ow, 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 ow.
Meaningless life ends now.
That hurt too. You bastard.
Rend your soul.
Run, 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 run. And run, and run, and run. And run. Alright. We're gonna die.
Rend your soul.
Ow.
Thunder. To me, Asinia. Cut down.
Quit calling your stupid chick. Yeah. A little bit too weak for you, my friend. Okay, that's all right. We'll come back to you. We know where you live. We need some XP. Probably gotta go change some gear too, I think. Oh, I also needed to add that stupid bell skill, which I didn't do. Because I was below the level, now I can. That would help immensely, I think.
I've no room for that.
Full. And we're full. Do I care? Maybe not. All right. Yuta, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it over there on YouTube a lot. All right. Well, this monk has been pretty fun. Actually, I think this monk is probably a little more fun than what my sorceress was, but still fun. They were both fun. All right, so we're gonna have to go back, empty our gear. We're gonna get ready to go fight this boss. Beat him. Oops.
I must maintain a fine balance.
All right, let's go back. And we gotta do this. Okay, where are you at?
Yes? Please, take your time. Oh, I like this one.
That one, you know what? We should have broke that other one too, because we can get the stuff we need.
Stay safe if
I
you
think
can.
you were telling me that yesterday. Like this.
Yes?
Can't break that one. Okay, never mind.
These are just some odds. Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, you know what? We'll do one more. I don't care, because I don't see myself playing this game too much more at this point. I'm pretty kind of fed up, kind of pissed off about the whole map situation. So fire, we could do anything there. No, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm pretty much done with that one attempt map stuff. I'm just kind of fed up with it. I mean, to me, it just seems wrong. And especially, I mean, they could fix it super easy by simply just having maps drop like crazy. Then I wouldn't give a shit. It's just like somebody was saying, oh, yeah, well, you wanted them to be able to replace ruins, but now you don't get the ruin back, you break it. Well, who cares? You get ruins all the time, everywhere. So that, to me, not a big deal. But when you make, number one, maps hard to get, number two, they're so costly to get if you want to buy them, then, I mean, to me, it's just bullshit. To me, that means that I can only use a cookie cutter build that's a god build for my character to run maps. Is basically what they're saying to me. Don't try to experiment. Don't try to play with some weird builds, because if you gave me 3 tries on some of those maps, 2 tries, but on most of those maps, 3 tries, I would have gotten through it. I like the PoE one way. I'm done. I'm like, I'm not gonna do maps. I'm like done. I really am. I'm sitting here in my mind going, okay, that to me is hardcore. I don't want to play hardcore. It's just not fun. It's not very fun. I don't understand it. I don't understand any of it. But now it makes sense to me why people were complaining. I didn't understand why they were complaining when I read it, because I wasn't doing maps at the time. Now I get it. I'm like, yes, you're right. That is bullshit. I actually thought that's what they were going to fix. I thought that's what the patch was going to fix. I thought they were going to say just one portal disappears when you die. And now it makes sense. I'm like, why so many people are saying that's it? Because I feel the same way. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I am just not going to do it. But don't get me wrong, I still feel like the game is good. I mean, worth the $30 for sure. And if you want to run God builds, if you like doing cookie cutter builds and running mostly God builds, then yeah, it's probably going to be a blast. I don't like that. I never did that. I don't like it. I mean, I'm using a cookie cutter build for this all just because I thought, oh, I'll just do a cookie cutter build so it can be fast. And even that's kind of a drag for me. I like experimenting and playing with shit, and they made me feel like now I can't, is how I feel, to be honest. Oh, so only on the boss did they make it so you only lose. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, wait. That was a boss that killed me that last death. Oh, that's weird. Or maybe that was maybe those elite bosses are not what matters. Yeah, it's got to be certain bosses. Oh no, I understand MMO nerd, but even for leveling, I usually don't do that. I mean, it's just I don't know. I guess I'm really just kind of at my wit's end today with this game right now. It's just kind of starting to all add up, and I've been pretty verbal about it from the beginning. Some of the things that I don't like, and I think with the maps kind of thing, I just think that's just totally ridiculous. I don't even know, like, where did they get this idea that was a good idea? But I don't. Not a big deal because there's a lot of games. So like for me, it's not a big deal. I do like this monk. This monk has been a blast, no doubt about it. Okay, so we have to go and kill this boss still. Which was where? Go in there. Oh yeah, I know she sells maps for gold, expensive. And she doesn't even sell the maps you need. I mean, honestly, it's just been one of the most ridiculous things ever, I think. I really thought that's what they were fixing. Obviously, it's not. But yeah. Let's go back. Let's go. Yeah, I don't understand their theory on the one try maps thing, but I mean, for me, that's a showstopper for sure. I mean, there's just no other doubt about it. I mean, there's no other way I can say it. For me, that's a 100%. I leave the game for. To me, it's just a stupid thing they're doing that I don't like, and I don't want to be part of. Honestly, it's just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm done.
I will treasure it. Stay safe if you can.
And I do understand how that can be fun for some people. I do. I get it, man. It's fun. I mean, If it's fun for them, it's fun for them. That's all that really matters. For me, it's not fun. For me, it's like, no, I don't want to do that. That means I don't feel like I have the ability to play with my build the way I really want to play with it. And I feel like that's why I enjoyed PoE 1, because yeah, when it got to the higher skill maps, I didn't do them on the first run. I did them maybe by the second run, and at the very worst, it was the third run. And I knew that when I went to do it, that's what made it fun. It didn't matter if I died. That's why I don't play hardcore. It didn't matter if I died. What they did here in maps matters if I die. It just you made it really, really, really matter if I die, which I guess maybe that's what they wanted to do. But for me, it's a game. I don't give a shit if I die. You know, it's a game. And when you make it really, really matter when I die, I kind of go, well, I don't really want to play that game. It's like, you know, that's not what I'm playing games for. I'm not this hardline, I don't know. Yeah, it ruins the fun for me, honestly. It does. So yeah, I would say yeah, I mean, I'm sure this game will be great on release. Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, I had very fun moments during this game. Honestly, very fun, very fun. But I'm not now, and I'm not going to for the rest of today, because in my mind, and I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here, to be honest. In my mind, I'm done with this game. I mean, I'm done. I'm like, I've had it. That's it. I'm going to close it up. It's going to go off my computer, and we will be streaming tomorrow, probably Diablo 4 Season 6, which I absolutely was not a big fan of, but I was a bigger fan of that than I am of this. Because as soon as this endgame content is the same as Diablo 4's, which is none, and this to me, endgame content right now equals none, then there's no difference, and I'd rather play D4. I mean, that's where I'm at. So yeah, I am gonna end the stream now. I appreciate all of you, always. Thank God it's Friday, because Monday we're gonna have to come up and stream something else. I'm not gonna stream this. I'm just not gonna lie. I'm not. This was a showstopper for me today. So maybe in a future patch, maybe in a future update, they'll decide that, or this is the way they go and this is the way they go. It's their choice, and I am not here to change their mind. I'm just here to say what's fun for me, what's not fun for me. So, you know, that's it. So I am gonna log off with that, and we will be back Monday, but we won't be back with this game, I can tell you now. Pretty much done. All right, y'all, take care, be safe, be kind, and